We have the cyber czar appointed by Obama trying to censor the internet and regulate networks in case we get hit with an internet 9/11, a digital Pearl Harbor. I had the New York Times article where they use that terminology. It's not my terminology. Okay? The internet is under attack. It's called Internet 2. It's a packaged corporate internet, just like you have cable or satellite television. You'll only be able to access a certain amount of web space. It's called Internet 2. The cybersecurity czar is calling for a total regulation of the blogosphere.
The Internet 2 is already in effect in countries such as China and Australia.
Australia, you have to have a license to access the internet in China and Australia. And pretty soon Britain and the United States, if they have their way.
Yes, China and Australia, their internet is basically a big MySpace. All they got.
MySpace is a Trojan horse for Internet 2. They're trying to set up a system where you can't have your own domain name. You'll have to simply be government.com/your website. Total government monopoly of speech now. And Cass Sunstein, who Obama appointed as the cybersecurity czar, a Harvard law professor, Cass Sunstein, it's been in the New York Post, even, the local newspaper, that he's calling for bloggers to get jailed. If you say something misleading or it's a rumor about the president or whoever, you could not only be forced to take down your post, but you'll be sent to jail for talking online. Can you imagine being waterboarded for typing on MySpace?
And it will all be in the guise of hate speech.
Yeah, they have bills in the Senate and Congress right now saying that if you hurt somebody's feelings, you could go to jail. It's totally asinine. So if 9/11's an inside job, it doesn't matter what came after it because it's all illegitimate. The government's been hijacked. It's not our government anymore. So it doesn't matter if it's Obama or Sarah Palin or whoever, because they're not running anything. George Bush went exercising 5 hours a day. He got a folder in the morning that told him where to be, what to say, and what to do. George Bush is the Aunt Jemima who sells the syrup to you. He doesn't make the syrup. He's a mascot, just like Obama is a mascot for the New World Order. They openly announced it at the G20 that the G20 represents a New World Order. And just like after 9/11, everyone was on TV saying that 9/11 could be used to carry out a New World Order. So are you seeing the pattern here? Doesn't matter if it's Bush or Obama, they all want a New World Order. And you can blame religion if you want to, the Jews, the Muslims, the Jesuits, it's all satanic conspiracy, whatever you want to say. They all agree. They want a New World Order. They want to destroy your standard of living, which is what we're witnessing right now with the economic collapse. And then they want to bring in a scientific dictatorship, which involves you not having any rights. Just like we saw in Pittsburgh the past couple days. The Pittsburgh Police Department was using the weapons that they use against Iraqis, sound guns, against American citizens. It goes beep, 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 until it splits your ears. And it can cause hearing loss and deafness.
You can watch this live on YouTube.
Again, we have videos of protesters at the G20 getting kidnapped. Literally on camera, military police shoving a protester into a car and hauling him off.
Direct violation of posse comitatus. The military, is against the law for the military to be acting on American soil, period.
I mean, you can believe Glenn Beck if you want to, who says there's no such thing as concentration camps for Americans, but there are. FEMA has the authority to turn any public school, any hospital, any government building they want into a detention facility if they wish. It happened during the Republican National Convention. When Bush was re-elected in 2004, they came to New York, and at Chelsea Piers, they had a detention facility set up. A rusty old warehouse where people were kept without food and drink for 24 hours.
With asbestos.
Unbelievable. Yeah, they got asbestos poisoning, you name it. American citizens. They arrested peaceful protesters. People on bicycles were arrested. CNN reporters.
Goodness, they stole their bicycles. People still haven't gotten their bicycles back.
This is deadly serious. We have all the evidence right here of the G20, how they're announcing the New World Order. They just announced the other day that the G20 is going to have this final say over the economic crisis, that they're actually in charge of the G8 now. That the G20 is actually more powerful than the group of 8 is significant. Because before we had this international body, and now they have a supra-international body, the G20, which is openly announcing world government, and they're going to transfer the Federal Reserve policies under the IMF and World Bank.
I always hate the sequels.
Which they even admit on Fox News, that our economy is now under the control of the IMF and World Bank because we've defaulted on our loans. America's bankrupt, which is why our system of government has now been sucked into this global system where these unelected bankers can run the policy of our country. That's what's really happening. In order to reshape the world's governing structures like the United Nations, the World Bank, and the IMF, we need a G20, according to this article. And again, Bush convened the G20 before Obama was even elected, back in November. So they agree on everything. They agree on secret meetings. They agree on illegal wars and wiretapping. Obama just supported the Patriot Act. That came out in the mainstream news. That he's continuing spying on us when we're not doing anything illegal. I don't know about you, but I don't sell drugs. I don't sell weapons. I don't need to have my instant messages and my emails monitored.